What if the earth could speak? What secrets would she reveal? Imagine the tales she'd tell. Today we embark on a journey into the heart of the Quran, exploring the profound Surah Az-Zalzalah. A chapter steeped in significance and layered with meaning, it delves into the fascinating concept of our planet unveiling its burdens. This surah holds wisdom that transcends time and space. It's a divine dialogue that paints a vivid picture of life's realities. Let's dive into the verses to uncover the earth's secrets. When the earth is shaken with her final earthquake, and when the earth throws out its burdens. These opening lines of Surah Az-Zalzalah paint a vivid picture of a momentous event, a cataclysmic shift that signifies something profound and transformative. In the realm of the Quran's rich and evocative symbolism, the earthquake represents the ultimate upheaval, the final reckoning. It's not just a physical tremor we're talking about here, but a cosmic shaking up of all things known and unknown, seen and unseen. It's a metaphor for the Day of Judgment, that inevitable time when all souls will be held accountable for their actions. Now, let's delve a bit deeper into the second verse. And when the earth throws out its burdens. What are these burdens the earth is said to throw out? In the Islamic tradition, these burdens are understood to be the deeds of mankind, both good and bad, that we've piled upon the earth during our lifetimes. These deeds, hidden under the metaphorical soil of our everyday existence, will be brought to the surface on the Day of Judgment. Just as the earth doesn't hold back any secrets on this day, neither will our lives. Every action, every decision, every hidden thought and intention will be laid bare for all to see. This is the earth's ultimate burden, the weight of human deeds. So, these first two verses of Surah Az-Zalzalah serve as a stark reminder that our actions have consequences, that everything we do leaves a mark, not just on ourselves and those around us, but on the very fabric of the universe. This is not meant to instill fear, but rather to inspire mindfulness and responsibility. It's a call to live our lives in a way that we would be proud to have revealed on that great Day of Judgment. It's an invitation to cultivate love, compassion, and justice in our daily interactions, knowing that these are the seeds we're planting in the soil of the earth. Imagine a day when the earth will bear witness to our deeds. Such is the profound message embedded in the first and second verses of Surah Az-Zalzalah. Man will say, "What is the matter with her?" That day, it will declare its information. This verse from Surah Az-Zalzalah throws light upon a profound reality, a moment of realization that will dawn upon mankind on the day when the earth will quake and shake, revealing all that has been hidden within her. Imagine for a moment the alarm and astonishment that would befall us. We, who are so deeply accustomed to the stability of the very ground beneath our feet, would suddenly find ourselves questioning, what is the matter with her? This moment will serve as an awakening to the fact that our actions, our deeds, no matter how insignificant they may seem to our eyes, are never lost. They leave imprints, they leave marks, they have consequences. The earth, our silent witness, will on that day declare its information, and nothing will remain hidden. This realization brings us face to face with a concept that is deeply rooted in our faith, the concept of accountability. Each one of us is accountable for our actions, for our decisions, for our choices. We are the architects of our own destiny. We shape our future through the actions we perform in the present. The third and fourth verses of Surah Az-Zalzalah thus invite us to reflect upon our actions, to ponder upon their consequences, to consider the mark we are leaving on this earth. They remind us that the earth, our home, is a living entity that records our deeds, that bears witness to our lives. And so, as we navigate through the journey of life, let us bear in mind the profound message of these verses. Let us strive to act responsibly, to live righteously, to make choices that reflect our faith, our values, our commitment to goodness and justice. Remember, every action, no matter how small, is significant. Every deed, no matter how trivial, leaves an imprint. Every choice, no matter how insignificant, has a consequence. Our actions, no matter how small, leave a mark on this earth. Because your Lord has inspired it, that day mankind will proceed in scattered groups that they may be shown their deeds. In these verses, we are exploring the profound concept of divine inspiration. The term inspiration here refers to the guidance or the command from the Lord to the earth. It signifies a divine intervention, a divine push, if you will, that instigates the earth to reveal its deepest secrets. Now let's delve into the scattering of mankind. On that day, we are told, people will disperse in various groups. This scattering is not random. Rather, it is a direct consequence of our deeds in this worldly life. We are grouped not by our worldly affiliations, but by our deeds, our actions, our choices. The rich and the poor, the powerful and the weak, the wise and the ignorant, everyone will stand equal, their worldly status rendered meaningless. The essence of these verses lies in the concept of individual accountability. Each person is responsible for his or her actions. We are reminded that our deeds, whatever they may be, are not unnoticed. They are recorded, and on that day they will be presented before us. It's a powerful reminder, isn't it? That we are not just aimlessly wandering through life, but our actions have consequences, and we will be held accountable for them. The beauty of these verses lies in their stark simplicity. They do not mince words or cloak the truth in metaphor. They present us with the reality of life and the hereafter in clear, unambiguous terms. The message here is about responsibility, about consciousness of our actions, about the inevitability of accountability. Remember, on that day, we won't be judged by our worldly possessions or status, but by our deeds. Our actions in this world, no matter how insignificant they may seem, carry weight. And on that day, every atom's weight of good and evil will be shown to us. So whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it, and whoever does an atom's weight of evil will see it. This is the final verse of Surah Az-Zalzalah, the earthquake. It's a profound message, instilled with a sense of divine justice and equality that transcends our earthly understanding. The verse talks about the smallest unit of measure known to us, the atom. It's a metaphorical representation to signify that no action, no matter how minute, goes unnoticed in the eyes of the divine. Each action carries a weight, a consequence, and every individual will bear witness to the results of their deeds. This verse is a reminder of the fairness of divine judgment. In our worldly life, we may sometimes feel that our actions, good or bad, may go unnoticed or unaccounted for. But in the divine realm, every action is seen, every intention is known, and every consequence is justly delivered. The atom's weight of good and evil represents the smallest possible deed, yet the verse does not belittle these actions. Instead, it emphasizes their importance. It tells us that even the smallest good deed can have a significant impact. Similarly, even a tiny act of wrongdoing can lead to consequences. The divine judgment is not just about the magnitude of the action, it's about the nature of the action, the intention behind it, and the impact it has. This perspective brings a profound understanding of justice. It places equal importance on small deeds as it does on larger ones, promising that every action, regardless of its size, has its due consequence. The Surah Az-Zalzalah serves as a reminder to us all. It encourages us to be mindful of our actions and their repercussions. It teaches us that nothing is insignificant in this world and in the hereafter. Every act of kindness, every word of truth, every moment of patience, every atom's weight of good or evil is seen, is known, and is accounted for. And so, we come to the end of our exploration of Surah Az-Zalzalah, a surah rich with wisdom and guidance. The Surah Az-Zalzalah teaches us that there is no action too small and every deed will be accounted for. We have walked through Surah Az-Zalzalah, verse by verse. This journey has given us a deep understanding of this surah's profound message and its role within the Quran. Starting from the first and second verses, we uncovered the vivid imagery of the earthquake, a metaphorical representation of the Day of Judgment. This cataclysmic event signifies the upheaval of all things hidden, a day when the earth will bear witness to our deeds. Moving on to the third and fourth verses, we delved into the heart of divine justice. These verses underscore the concept of accountability, affirming that no act, however small, goes unnoticed. As we ventured into the fifth to seventh verses, we discovered a powerful reminder of our actions' importance. These verses emphasize that every atom's weight of good or evil we do will be brought to light, highlighting the significance of our every decision and deed. Lastly, we arrived at the concluding verse, which serves as an echo of the surah's overarching theme. It reinforces the notion of divine justice and the inevitable reckoning, leaving us with a poignant reminder of our responsibility in this world. In essence, Surah Az-Zalzalah paints a vivid picture of the Day of Judgment, emphasizing the themes of accountability, divine justice, and the weight of our actions. It's a call to consciousness, urging us to be mindful of our deeds, for they will be weighed and judged. Remember, every atom's weight matters, so let's strive to tip the scales with good actions.